Hi everybody. One of the things I love about NECAN is what everybody loves. If you think back in terms of elementary school, what was one of your favorite things? Well, show and tell. And if you had something really cool to bring to school that would surprise and delight, that would get kids to go ooh and ah, that was really awesome. And that's what we get to do for a living, is share NECAN. And every business has some type of a product or service. That's how we even justify being in business. And the unique and competitive advantage of NECAN is we got products that everybody needs. Nobody has them yet, and they can only get them from us. But also, these powerful products can consistently produce exciting, profound results almost every time and almost near instantaneous. And what started the company all those years ago in 1975 was an earlier version of these insoles, which is still one of the most wonderful products that we have. Valerie and I had the opportunity to be in front of half a dozen or so people that had never seen these products before. And one of the things I think is really critical is the best demonstration is the one you do. But is there maybe a good, better, best demonstration? And my feeling is, especially with these wonderful new insoles, the power of them and everything, is a thing that's very dramatic, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll just say, they'll actually just get one to kind of show off how good they are, and they'll just throw it down on the floor and say, okay, go ahead and step on that with your shoes, and they get on it, and then they do the tip test and everything, and it works. But I would like to just have you kind of think about where shoes have been, especially like if you're a guy and you just get off the plane at the airport's real busy, people are coming and going, and you go up to that place where you are, and the water, or maybe it's something else that's all over on the floor, and you're wading in that, and I don't know, where have shoes been? And when you pick that insole back up, after many people have walked on it with their shoes, I just think, and then some cultures in the world, that's about as big an insult as you can do. Sometimes areas are, don't put your feet up, don't see the bottom of your shoes. You can insult somebody by throwing shoes. You know, shoes, to just one of the most vital things of the body is the feet. All of these reflex points, I talk about all of that. And when I first got the newest insoles, I remember opening up the pack and thinking, wow, these are pretty neat. And I was in the house where I usually don't wear shoes, and I remember just putting my stocking feet on those, and within just a moment I could feel warmth coming up. And so I thought, wow, that would be a good thing to replicate. And so I would suggest don't do the shoes. Treat these more respectful, and ask people to get on those. And I'd like to share just a thought with you before I do the balance test. Hey Valerie, you've probably never used these before. But we talk about this idea of the feet, how every body system has a reflex point on the feet, and it can do some amazing things. And this was shown to me by Bruce Nelson, who is the brother of the famous Brad Nelson, a whole family of chiropractors that love NECAN. And they're all into energy work. And he came over to my house very excited, and he says, I want you to try something. And so he said, now go ahead and just stand here, right here. And if you're familiar with deep breathing.
Kind of like yoga?
Yeah, kind of like yoga. And so just kind of stand there, kind of be familiar and in tune with your body, and then just do belly breaths. You know, the deep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. As much as you can bring in. Don't hold it, just let it kind of back out. Don't hyperventilate or anything, just normal breathing, but just, I'll be quiet now, but just kind of think about how your body feels. And do that maybe 8 to 10 times.
Can I hum?
Sure. Let me just line these up so the geometry is the same. And after you've done about 8 or 10, then just kind of step forward and then just kick the very same stance and do the very identical thing. And then just see if you notice any difference in your body as far as the elasticity of your lungs as they come in and out, the flow of the air in and out, if you notice anything difference.
Yeah, I can.
What did you notice, Valerie?
Well, my lungs and my abdomen open up way farther. I can get a bigger breath, and it just feels like more relaxed, more happy.
No, just for the audience, this
You can
energy
feel it.
stuff. Some people, like Bruce's wife, she can actually see auras, and she could actually see things open up, and that's pretty neat. But we did this very same thing at the dental office last week, and I wanted to just share that thought, because the people there, not only were they noticing that we're standing there, but their friends, their people of the clinic, they were commenting on it, how they noticed each other. They could see a difference. And so I think that's fun to do the breath test as well as the balance test. And then, of course, we do the balance test, and just to make sure you do that. Now, one of the things, if somebody's been on the insoles, I just casually, I'll bring attention to it, but I just kind of go like this. And I've been told by energy people that this kind of resets them, so they're not holding that charge, which a lot of people can do after being on such a fantastic product. So I just kind of do that, and that just kind of resets things. And so what I'd like you to do is, if you can just kind of stand on the ground and then go like this, and then just kind of think of yourself as just cast iron, rigid and everything, and you're bolted to a cement floor, just immovable. And I'm a forklift, and I'm going to try to tip you over. Don't kind of go like this or change. Just stay right like this. And I'm just going to gradually increase my force, and then just kind of feel what that's like, and kind of remember how much I'm doing. Pay attention to if your toes come off the ground, what your musculature feels like as it tightens, and all that. So if you'll go like this, and I'm going to really try hard and just kind of go straight out. Now I'm just going to lift straight up and see if how strong you really are. You're pretty strong. Cute too. Okay, you're pretty good. One more time.
All the girls there.
One more time. Okay. Okay, you're pretty good. Okay, now if you'll stand on that. All right, do the same very thing, and we'll do this again. Oh man, I don't want to mess with you. Well, maybe I do. Did you notice any difference?
Yeah, I had my toes up the first time without the mStrides, and this
You're pretty
time
good.
was pretty solid.
That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
It is awesome.
Could a product that helps you breathe better and have more balance and strength, could there be value in a product like that?
I like it.
Oh, it's great. Now, one other thing I'd like to mention, Roger Drummer, some of the other people have talked about zeta potential, and perhaps you even have gotten into this as an example. Our chiropractor, he's also a naturopath, and he's got the dark field microscopy, and one of the fun things is if you wear these, what happens is before and after, if you have looking at live blood, the blood cells are all just separate from each other with the insoles. Also, if you drink Nikken water, that have that same power. The other thing why I'm mentioning this is if you're grounded, if you've been earthing, that makes it more likely that your blood cells aren't clumping. And so there's always been this analogy that if you're wearing these, it's like the energy of the earth. Well, now Nikken has the Kenko ground. Is this synonymous? Well, actually, the magnetic fields, that's the Earth's energy, but grounding is more referring to another strength of the Earth, and that's the extra electrons that it can donate to the body, which is a very potent antioxidant. And in some ways, they're similar because electromagnetism, that's one of the fundamental primal forces in the universe, one of the four basic forces. And wherever there's electricity, there's magnetism, and they work back and forth. But technically, this is the Earth's magnetic, just optimizing that, the magnetic environment of the Earth. and then getting earthed or grounded, that is giving our body extra electrons, which are very potent antioxidants. So basically, there's some overlap and powerful synergy when you combine the two. So there is a little bit of a difference, but they both give good benefits. So anyway, those are just some thoughts about the insoles. I believe give them the best benefit. Don't just kind of think, well, these are great. Step on that with your shoes. Take a little bit of time. Do the breath test. Let them feel the warmth. Also, we kicked the meeting off with this, and then we let people sit during the rest of the presentation with their stocking feet on these and asking them what they thought as time progressed, and it got better and better, a cumulative effect. So what great products, what an awesome time to be sharing with people, and what an approach that you can give people. Are you familiar with energy medicine? Are you familiar with earthing or grounding? I'd love to get with you and show you some technologies that I really believe will amaze you. So thank you, and don't keep it a secret.